Hi there, my name is Ibeju-Lekki and people often call me Realtor UJ. Today we'll be starting off a new series on the situation surrounding the COVID-19 global pandemic and its effect on the real estate sector. Today also is the first episode of our new program, Hangout with Realtor UJ. And in this episode, we'll be discussing the lockdown. So if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, this is the best time to do that. And when you subscribe, don't forget to turn on the notification so you'll be the first to know of our new tips and offer. Please share this video with your family and friends and as many people as possible so we can all make well-informed investment decisions during this period and come out of this crisis stronger, better, and even wealthier. So let's get into the topic of today. So today we'll be talking about the lockdown, where we'll try to recap our experiences during the lockdown here in Nigeria with more emphasis on Lagos State, which is where I reside. Over the past 5 weeks of lockdown in Lagos State, I know everyone and a lot of people have had their different experiences and feel of the changes that occurred in their daily activities. So I'll be starting off with my own personal experience and the effects of the lockdown on me, which I'm very sure a lot of you will relate to. For me, there were two major effects of the lockdown on me. Some were positive and the others negative. The positive effect is the lesson I learned that the lockdown can bring out the creativity, productivity, and innovation in me. The ability for me to think outside the box, which I'm very sure is not just unique to me, as a lot of businesses discovered innovative way to continue their business virtually, and companies discovered that working from home can also be as effective as the normal office environment, and that a business can operate with less permanent staff, rather virtual assistants and contract personnel. This simply means that we can actually do many other things and achieve much more in less time and space. But oftentimes, our minds are limited to the regular things that we are used to or exposed to. The negative effect, on the other hand, is my inability of physical exploration, which I am very much used to due to the nature of my job as a real estate specialist, like discovering new sites, going on site tours, working on developing new estates, negotiations, and traveling, a lot of things that the lockdown constrained. On the other fun side, I've had other experiences like eating 13 times in a day, seeing all the top movies on Netflix and Showmax, sleeping during the day and staying up at night. Like the good old school days where we go on a long vacation, either freely or forced during strike. So these are my experiences on Lagos lockdown. Comment down below your own experience and location. Now, the lockdown in some other states was not as effective or even observed like we had it here in Lagos and Abuja, with a lot of people believing that the COVID-19 isn't real. Maybe because there is no much cases in their state, or they just believe it can't get to them. But hey guys, we need to erase our minds of that notion, as COVID-19 is very, very real. As of today, the 14th of May 2020, Nigeria have recorded close to 5,000 confirmed cases with about 158 deaths. Trust me, that is very scary and we do not want to encourage that. And in some other countries like America, the UK, France, Italy, Germany, etc., where I understand a lot of Nigerians have been affected either directly by the virus or by the effect of the lockdown. It is no doubt that their everyday lifestyle and business activities have also been affected, just as it is for us here in Nigeria. On the 4th of May 2020, the federal government announced ease of lockdown in Lagos, Abuja, and Ogun states, which was further confirmed by Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State during a press release, where he gave further detailed directives on the procedures and the guidelines to be adopted during the ease. Guys, the effect of the ease during this past few days have been terrible, with the traffic congestion, queue at the bus stops, banks, and marketplaces shows a serious violation and disregards of the guidelines given by the state government and health authorities such as NCDC and WHO. Yes, I understand we have to fend for what to eat, and keep businesses going. But the way and the manner with which we have carried out these activities without proper precautions shows a whole new number of people are going to contact this virus, which will be of grave consequences to the nation. So how do you see COVID-19 in another 6 months or 1 year in Nigeria? Citing the outcome of the lockdown ease this past week, as I have earlier mentioned, if Nigeria should increase her testing capacity to about 2,000 to 3,000 per day, I'm afraid the case in Italy might happen here, considering the current number of confirmed cases and deaths. So what happens to the lockdown? Will it persist? Will business activities continue? And how do you invest or grow your investment during crisis period or difficult times? Will you be subscribing to a more sustainable short-term or long-term investment? And what are the types of investment that can withhold the pressure of instability? All these and many more we'll be discussing in the next episodes. My name still remains Ibeju-Lekki, and thanks for joining us on today's episode of Hangout with Realtor UJ. Till next week, here is Property of the Week. Bye. As our way of showing support to investors during these difficult times, we are rolling out yet the biggest price cut in the history of Ibeju-Lekki properties. Ingenious Properties, in partnership with EOC Homes and Vopno City Limited, are rolling out super discounted offers on their selected properties, where you can get up to 50% discount. Sounds ridiculous, but you can indeed get up to 50% discount on these properties in prime locations and with perfect titles. To know more, call me.